Ladies and gentlemen, happy Easter. Yeah, man, so we are coming strong on the Easter here. Yeah, we have a special queen goddess in the house tonight to bless up the item on the Easter. Empress, let the people hear your wonderful voice.
Ancients of existence. Everyone is in a celebratory mood, and others, even though they may not celebrate, Catholicism are still in a celebratory mood. For this is Empress Menin's Divine Rights, April 4th. The Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Empress of Ethiopia, is her birthday today. Empress Haile Selassie's wife. Okay, I jumped in real hard for you guys. Okay, I really did. Okay, let me reel it on back. So
Well,
basically,
introduce yourself, no me, my friend.
that was the introduction.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's totally cool. Yeah. So my name is Fanta Celah RA. So I am a fine artist, crystal jewelry designer, ancient knowledge enthusiast and educator, Reiki energy healer and master. Reiki, actually everything is Reiki really. My music is Reiki, my art is Reiki, everything's Reiki. Anyways, so I also do henna tattoos. I'm basically second generation from Sun Ra. So my master teacher was Kalan Phil Karan, the legendary jazz musician, of whom I worked with for 8 years. And he, through his vast accomplishments in the music arts, whatever, he worked with Sun Ra. And so basically, since I worked with someone who worked with Sun Ra, I'm second generation of Sun Ra, if you even know what that means. Anyway, so I'm a musician, so I'm a singer. And yeah, I'm here, I guess, because I've been dropping this ancient knowledge on Instagram. And so he just wanted us to have just a beautiful conversation on life, I just suppose. Um, what else can I say? Oh, okay. Yeah. So I am global actually. And so I've been in Vogue, Essence, New York Magazine, the New York Times. I'm going on a few world tours. I have a painting at the AU in Addis Ababa, as well as I have a painting owned by the National Museum of Ethiopia. I'm going too hard. Could you just direct me, my brother? Seriously, I'm going
all
deep.
right. Not no wrong, not no wrong, the Empress full of light and energy. And I'm actually feeding off of it right now. You know what I'm saying? I feel very honored to have this wonderful Empress on the program. Seeing, where you from, Empress?
Okay, so I was born where Three Rivers meet, La Crosse, Wisconsin. And so I migrated to Chicago on my graduation of high school. And so I moved to Chicago when I was 19 in 1999.
Okay. Chi-town.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah,
with my spiritual birth
for real.
began.
Yeah,
The ancient.
I'm gonna like to ask you still, Empress. I'm gonna just go right into it, man, because I see you the real Bushmaster. Uh, how did you end up like seeing the light, becoming this artistic person in a place like Chicago? It's kind of like known for being like a rough town and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And
It's
you
all propaganda, Aya, and
okay?
divisiveness from the government. Chicago is the hub of the arts and culture. Chicago is the epicenter of some of the greatest minds of all time in Chicago. It's a holy city. I've not seen Chirac, whatever. It's propaganda. There's a little hustle and bustle like everywhere else in the world. The holy order is here in Chicago, and it's centered around the spirit like Michigan.
Oh yeah, so
So,
there's
but basically, I was born into the arts. I am second generation artist. And
okay.
so from the age of 5, I knew I was going to be an artist. Going through school, I would sell little drawings, first, second, third grade. I was making jewelry then too.
Yeah, yeah.
Selling myself in elementary school. I was an artist. And
Okay.
then basically, I started my art career when I was 16. And I was winning all these awards and stuff like that. And I did commissions. I did a commission for a sports organization, a mural of Tiger Woods. Anyways, I'm going hard again. But anyway, so art is in my blood. So then when I moved to Chicago, I went to Luce University first, and I transferred to Columbia. And then I'm just like, wait a minute, I'm an artist. What piece of paper could they give me to validate me? I validate me. And so I jumped into the arts movement. And so I was under just some of the greatest artists under their tutelage, and just how things go, and just painting and evolving. And so I'm a painter and a singer to the core. Those are the first things. And then I picked
Okay,
up drawing
so
when I was here.
what would you say came before, like your spirituality or your art? You know, like, or did painting, help you connect with your spirituality?
So basically, my life has been trying to figure out how to be encapsulated in this body. It's like being foreign to the body because we're the soul in the body. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I really didn't speak till I was 4. I guess because I was just observing these people, like, oh, is this what they're doing? Where did they
Hey,
send
could
me?
you put the mic down a little bit? Let me see if your audio is a little better if
Okay,
you just let it hang. Yeah.
okay. I was just like, where did you guys send me? What is this? So spirituality is innate, and it's actually a farce because if it's all of existence, could you categorize it by one little word? You know what I'm saying? We're all vibrating off of eternal existence. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
spirituality is we're spirit. How could a spirit be spiritual? Like this, like
Okay,
air and
okay,
water.
okay. So how could how could the rest of the people tap into that, man? Because I feel like some of that is missing from the nation. Like uh like you, I consider you like a new earther. You dig what I'm saying? Like I see a
5D
polar
consciousness.
shift, huh?
5D consciousness is real. I've been in a bliss state all year. That
Mm-hmm.
energy is real. 7 planets are in alignment right now. It's the dawning of the age of Aquarius. It's predestined for the awakening and the raising of the energy of the earth. This is now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So
it's not just something they say. 5D consciousness, utter bliss realm, in the same existence as others, is very profound and lovely.
5G.
5D.
Oh,
So
5.
okay, so it's like we're 3D, 4D. I don't even know what 4D is. 5D. So they call it 5D consciousness. It's like a bliss consciousness. How you attain something like this? Well, there is some work involved. You basically have to directly face your fears, heal your trauma. You know what I'm saying? You got to wipe the slate clean and be a good person. That's number one. Okay. So basically, but one thing that people can do. So basically, there
Yeah,
are a few steps.
just hold the mic down a little bit. You're
Oh, sorry.
doing great. Just hold it down a little bit. There you go. And I like the way you slow it down for us a little bit there, Miss Bushmaster. Yeah.
Mm,
So I
yes, I
like
am.
that. I see that you have a lot of information and you have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of love also. If you didn't have a lot of love, you wouldn't be on this platform. You wouldn't be trying to share. I feel like sharing knowledge is one of the highest love. Now, on your Instagram, I see you post about the Palladians and the Bring Off the Dawn, that book right there. I enjoyed that
Oh,
book too. And that book, for the listeners that don't know about that book speaks about like different souls, different lights coming to the planet, and some of them coming here to slave the earth people when some of them came here to free the earth people. No, Fanta Celah, I see you as one of the light beings, one of the Palladians that's here to shed this light. So you were speaking about some of the things that people can do to, reinvent themselves. So would you continue on that?
I would love to. Okay, so basically, well, you can get your affirmations in order. And so setting your goals, right? People pray, right? And so they're asking. And so basically, in the Bible, it says, ask as if it's already been given. So you say it in a rejoicing matter of gratitude because you have it. So you're claiming something that you already have, and since your mind knows that you have it, it's going to give you more of it. So do your affirmations and something like, I'm supreme love and light. Okay. And you say things like 3 times. So let's say you have a goal of, owning land. It's just like, okay, my inner self wants me to know that I own vast empires. You know what I'm saying? And you say that 3 times, or you can say it 7 times or 11 times to completely cement in your consciousness. But do your affirmations. You can also do your affirmations for healing your body of any illness, etc. Okay. I know I'm going there for you guys. Okay. Let's do
Okay.
this. So no, let's go. And so then when you have a negative thought, right, about somebody, a situation, or maybe you feel a negative emotion, you say, I forgive, love, and release fear. I forgive, love, and release poverty. I forgive anything that affects you emotionally. You have to forgive, love, and release it away. And then, like magic, you're not hung up on it anymore. And that is out of your aura. So let's say you had a traumatic experience. Say, I forgive, love, and release that trauma, but spell it out. And it's gone. It's literally gone. People go to psychiatrists, whatever. This is to talk about their past and stuff. You have to directly face your past and heal it and clear it. Because your attachment to it, you reacting to it is your attachment to it. Your attachment to it is allowing you to still be affected by it. If that was super clear.
That
Okay,
was
great.
super clear and super powerful, because I feel like there's a lot of drama that's in our community, and whether you agree or people agree or not, a lot of that trauma is from slavery. You know what I mean? And you look at the African community, you can see that we need like a lot of healing and stuff like that. So somehow, some way that drama seemed to be in our community. I talk to so much people.
Let's stop talking about this negativity, especially since it's a lie.
No, I was just setting the I wasn't really dwelling on the negative thing. I was just
But
saying.
even still, it should not be encapsulated in this video. It's not worthy.
Okay,
Let's
go
not
ahead.
claim that. Let's claim other things.
Okay.
So
Go
basically, there is a hamper on the human psyche for even conceiving that we were slaves. Now there was a certain level of indentured servitude or usurping lands due to land taxes, taking land from people, land being given to the European immigrants, and us being disassociated with our land by uh, treaties that were not even upheld. We own this land. We are the ancient of the earth. Okay, we're the Autochthon, Aboriginal, Indigenous people of the entire earth. So for us to say, "Oh, slavery is affecting us," and blah blah, yeah, it's a program. They told us, Roots told us it was slave, and the history books told us it was slave, but they're lying in the history books. What really happened? Okay, the black people started the Confederacy. Okay, we were rich landowners. We we were the mound builders. We're the ancient peoples on this land. A foreigner came in, right, and he was a sharecropper on our land. So these stories are totally, they're weaponized, and so the whole thing. Actually, a beloved scholar and historian, his name is Hunter Adams from the Melanin Conference. So his whole stake is, yeah, just the word itself is a weapon. It's like we were prisoners of war. I mean, if it even happened, we were prisoners of war. We are captives. We're not the identity of a slave. A slave is a derogatory statement that should not be absorbed because we are the most beautiful beings on the planet and we own this land and we're going to get it back. So, yay. I just keep going. Let's just go.
Sister, you're a guest in my house today, and I appreciate your energy. You dig? And okay. I have to be a good guest or a good host.
Let me just tell you the third step, okay?
Okay.
And so people don't have to be scared because our ancient traditions have been demonized, but actually our ancestors have always spoken with their ancestors, okay, and been in tune with their higher selves. And so in some religious practices, they do mantras or what have you. And so what those do is basically you're chanting sacred tones, number one, and sacred sounds. So English is weaponized. So when you're speaking in ancient Sanskrit, or these are pure tones that actually light up the chakras, that healing on so many levels, what have you. And so basically, some may say that, oh, it's idolatry or it's this or that. It's just like, no, there's one God, right? And so people describe it in different ways. Okay. And it's nothing to be shunned or what have you, because it's all the same thing. It's just a different perspective and different geographical and traditions. It's all the same thing. It's variations of the same thing. So, anyways, just to say that. Okay. So, what you can do, the easiest thing you can do is the Om. You can do that. And that resonates with the vibration and the sound of the universe spinning, right? And so you can do the Om, you breathe in very deeply through your abdomen. So your stomach goes out and then you breathe in your stomach and then it goes into your lungs. The most fastest breath, you know? And then after you do that, then you do the Om, and I'll do it for you really quick. So you expel all the old air first. Breathe in. And my voice was even shaking when I was doing it.
Wow, that
Yeah,
was beautiful.
I'm on a video. I'm on a video. Okay, so you could do that, and so yeah, it's amazing. You could do one for each chakra. Just do it 7 times. Why not? And then another mantra that I've been doing is of the Nichiren Daishonin order, um, of a form of Buddhism. And so it's Namyoho Renge Kyo, and you see that in like the Tina autobiographical movie Namyoho Renge Kyo. And so basically, so it's speaking about the law of existence, like divine order. And so you saying the mantra, you're acknowledging you already have all the wisdom, you've already got there. Like just the absorption of all the knowledge of the universe, you're acknowledging you already have it just as you're saying it. It's amazing. But also, I use that like when I do my affirmations, I add that behind it to add extra power to the affirmation to cement it, in the universe. But it's Namyo Renge Kyo, Namyo Renge Kyo, Namyo Renge Kyo. And you can say it, soft, loud, just in your head. Actually, you do have to kind of utter it, even if it's just under your breath. And then there's another way that I do it. Yeah, so there's so many different ways. There's so many videos on YouTube. All these mantras I'm doing, you could just jam to an Om for like 3 hours. Yo, you could even play it at night, heal your entire existence. Okay. Okay, so the major one I've been doing lately is to the goddess Lakshmi, which is, so she represents the supreme goddess, which also there are so many in so many cultures. So within Hinduism, there's a triune goddess. So it's basically it's Kali Ma, and it's Sarasvati and Lakshmi, which actually Kali Ma is also Durga. Anyways, and then also it is Hetaru, it's Aset, it's Ma'at, it's Sekhmet, it's freaking Oshun, Yamaya or Ya is is the pinnacle. So it's the feminine energy of the universe. And so there are different names, different cultures, that's just how it goes. Okay. And so this mantra, it exemplifies like she's the most compassionate and she's so wise and we're just honoring her. That's basically what the mantra is saying. Okay, so it goes like this. I'm actually singing it, but you can go on YouTube and find it where they're just saying it, right? Yeah, so just put in Lakshmi mantra. Yeah. Okay, so it's Om Mahalakshmi Javed Vehi Vishnu Patni Jademayi Dhanalakshmi Prachodayate Om Mahalakshmi Javidvehi Vishnu Padni Chadimayi Dano Lakshmi Prachodayate Om. Yeah, that was so powerful. Oh my God. Yeah, and we could go on, but if you just follow me on Instagram, you're gonna get it, okay? And sometimes I do hold back a little bit, and so the even deeper stuff is on my Lodge of the Cosmic Mother on Instagram. Yeah, and so between each word is a space, the underscore. So it's Lodge of the Cosmic Mother. My Instagram is Fanta Celah, and I'll take you all the way to the beginning of existence and know that it was all you and you good, you divine. And guess what? You're gonna manifest destiny, the most gloriousness on this planet Earth. It is your destiny, the right to show inherit the earth. So just know it's you. It's always been you. They know it. They're trying to hide it from you. They're trying to keep you asleep. Guess what? It's our time, Maya. I could totally keep going.
Hey, it's your show, man. Just keep going, man. You came in the house and you took it over. So just say what's on your mind, man. Set your conscience free.
Sure. Okay, great. So there are actually some projects we're working on. Okay. We have a beautiful goddess organization. Okay, it's called Lodge of the Cosmic Mother or whatever we see fit in calling it, but as of right now. Anywho, and so it's centered around the Inipi ceremony or the sweat lodge of our indigenous ancestors of the Americas. And it's a Lakota tradition. And so it's a purification ritual. So it's like, what they call Native American, what have you. But there were so many melanated tribes, and there were other people that migrated in that kind of been more identified with the so-called Native American, but we are also the Native Americans, actually, 98% of us, and we don't even know, and it's so sad, it makes me cry sometimes, how we're just walking around, we don't even know who we are. Anyways, so basically, don't make me cry right now, never. Okay, so the Sweat Lodge, yeah, anyways, and basically, so that is a heartbeat that runs beneath the Goddess organization. um, and so what we do is we come together and we direct our consciousness on the higher good of humanity to raise the consciousness. And I know I'm about to be rambling. Oh my God. But okay, but we have a goddess organization, but I have to figure a way to open it up to the gods. So yeah, because it is really a universal thing, but we know that the goddesses hold the power. And so we're actually going to be unifying all the houses. So in our goddess organization is all denominations. And so basically, there's really no differentiation between religion, tradition, culture. It's all resonates with one harmonious heartbeat. And so what the men couldn't get done, right? So we're just gonna heal it and shine it away, yo.
So like, what's your mission? What's your life mission? What's your life goal?
Okay, so beyond that, which of course, it's going to be galleries all over the world. I'm the greatest artist of all time. Um, a great healer. So I have a musical mission that has been bestowed upon me by my, um, by those that came before me, Sun Ra and Kelan Phil Koran. And so I'm putting together an astral symphony with some of the greatest musicians, and then the divine message from the cosmos that's translated through me into song, right? So we are going to be, putting it together, and I guess I won't tell you everything because it's massive, but this musical project is it's a continuation of the legacy of even, Fela Kuti. And so it's dancing, it's hip hop, it's poetry, it's oration from scholars, our scholars. Woo! You ain't met nobody like that,
No, that's
okay?
beautiful. That's the word. That's the word
But
he calls right there. Can I ask you
yeah,
something? Um, so you said this. You said there's a lot of us like running around. We don't really know who we are. You you have an explanation or a reason for that? Why you think that is?
well, because, okay. So self-knowledge is the only knowledge, and then through self-knowledge, you can educate your children. And if you don't educate your own children, they're going to go into the school system and they're going to be programmed by the garbage in the history books and whatever is dictated, because that's just like Nazi Germany. They programmed the children. That curriculum was for their children, and then we didn't have the school books. So we're just like, we get their used school books. That wasn't, they know that's some garbage history. That's not history. And so we're brainwashed and it hits our psyche. It's a inferiority complex. If you say the word slave and identify with the word slave on one spectrum, and the other outside of the melanation, seeing the word slave and identifying it with a person, that hits your DNA. That alone. And it's so funny because I really feel like when it comes to the pale
Hold on, I
skin.
just want to interject for 1 second. Um, so like I was just wondering, like there was a lot of black people on this land here, right? So-called. So how did they lose the land?
Okay, so basically, beyond us just being here in the last few hundred years, it's been centuries, and so like we were the Mayans, the Incas, we were every civilization you could think of. It was us. We were here. So, but when you're talking about more recently, when it comes to taking the American land, so basically, it was just fraudulent agreements and white people infiltrating the tribes and marrying the chief's daughter, and then just like trading off relics and lands and being bamboozled. You hear the stories about the they call them settlers, okay, the savages, when the savages came and massacred my people, okay, and then in servitude them. You serious? Anyway, but yeah, so basically they lured them with a loose tongue, so
They
with trinkets.
servitude them?
Yeah, put them in servitude. Yeah, I create languages, so
Okay,
get with me.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So basically, so just by bartering trinkets, and then of course they're speaking a different language. So how are you supposed to negotiate anything if you're not even speaking the same language? And so with some
So
people, like they were bamboozled. Well, see, even that is the story they told, because really there were the Seminole Wars with the American government with Andrew Jackson for years. So that was just a story they told us. Exactly. Oh my God, I'm speaking to more lies. My
right, that's
God,
what I'm saying.
the
That's
layers go
you
deep.
yeah, that's why we have this platform right here. So we could tell our story, you know what I'm saying? So I've never really heard this perspective before. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just
Oh yeah.
interested to hear from this
So yeah,
perspective.
so
You know
there
what I
were
mean?
wars. We
Yeah.
fought valiantly. Yes, we fought valiantly, and there were massacres involved. And like King Philip, who was a indigenous chief, and he had combined all the tribes together, and they went to war with some of the infiltrators, and yeah, and they finally won. But we were winning to the home stretch when it comes to the wars, okay,
Yeah, yeah.
the battles, and
Anyways,
then that last
I
little
don't
bit.
gotta, you know what? I don't want to take a butterfly like yourself and bring you down with them kind of arguments. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave that
It's not an
conversation.
argument. You wanted some history, so I was just giving you some history. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
But
that's it's kind of a language barrier too. Like sometimes when we say argument in Jamaica, it's just like it's not really that you're arguing. It's just like your point
a
of view.
debate.
Yeah,
But
like
it's
your
not my
debate
point
or
of
whatever.
view. It's like I'm just speaking what I've read, historical things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
But
it's all
I
good.
wouldn't want to. You're so full of light and energy, man. And that's what I want you to bring on the platform. I don't even want to bring you down all into that conversation
I
of
mean, because all
history.
that you could just read a book or watch a video. Like,
You,
is that what we're
you,
talking about?
for real, for real, for real, for real. So, yo, to me, it's very significant because when we decided to do this little talk right now, I didn't even know it was Easter, right? And then it's like, wow, I'm bringing the goddess on and it's Easter. And then I'm learning so much about Easter and Esther and Isis. You know what
Okay,
I mean? So I
let's
find
do
that
that.
very ironic
Yeah.
that I would bring you on right
Okay.
now.
It's right and exact. Yeah,
Yeah.
Astarte, Ishtar, Demeter, okay, and then Hetaru, Oshun. Okay,
Yeah.
so the real New Year, because they keep changing the calendar and the time to set us off our square, right? So the real New Year was the spring equinox, and so they celebrate like the New Year on Resurrection Day for Easter.
Mm.
Okay, and so yeah, so all of these capitalistic holidays or spiritual holidays, they land on paganistic celebrations from the ancient Europe or what have you. Not, I can't say ancient. Wow, that is
Yeah, they know they
sacrilegious.
they
Not
know they
ancient. No, they're not ancient. They're about 6,000 years old. Anyways, if even that. So, mm, but we're celebrating the sacred mother. So it's birth, right? And so it's spring. It's a renewal. It's an energy. And so this goddess that we're all worshiping, because it's eggs. Who has eggs? Women have eggs. It's just subtle vibrations under the surface. Like everybody's a goddess worshiper. I swear. If you drink milk, you're a goddess worshiper. That's mother cow. Okay. That is Hathor Heteru. You know what I'm saying? People are, yeah. And then the whole sex sells. Everybody's worshiping the goddess. They don't even know. And then who is the mother in the household who even mothers the husband? Okay, ancient ones. So yeah, we're honoring the mother, Earth's rebirth, and this one is even more special because it's the beginning of the age of Aquarius, which is all, the seven planets are aligned, and they normally are not aligned. So you can check out the planets if you get a sky map app on your phone. You can just point your phone up, and you can identify the constellations. And when you find the planets, which is usually on the lower side of the Earth, you'll see the seven planets in alignment, and that means all the chakras are aligned, and that's connected to you and your ancient self, and that's why it's a new Earth, and the vibration of the Earth is raising, and it's a 5D bliss consciousness because of this divine alignment. And so that's what we're celebrating because that divine alignment heralded the age of Aquarius. You hear songs about the age of Aquarius and movies talking about the Great Conjunction. When the Great Conjunction, we just had the Great Conjunction on December 21st. And now it's divine alignment from the age of Aquarius. So, yeah, that is what we're celebrating. Yes. And
wonderful,
then they're doing
wonderful.
their thing, and their thing is the distraction, right? And so we just identify it because we're spoon fed Christianity, which actually we're the original Hebrews. So we created all this stuff, but it's been weaponized. We are the holy divine Hebrews. Okay.
Yeah, so
But
we're kind
the
of just
words were
remembering.
changed,
Hmm.
and so we're following traditions that are not ours because we feel like they're ours because it's associated with the Bible, but this is a weaponized Bible. If you want to read the Bible, read the text from Ge'ez, the Amharic translation, like from Ethiopia. That's where they wrote the Bible. Just get the real Bible because they took out over 20 books from the Bible and they changed it around to justify slavery and everything else. Like it's, but we're holy and righteous people, and so we just want to be good. We just want to do the right thing. So Easter, represents the resurrection and what have you. And so I'm just like, great, let's resurrect some ancestors. Sounds great. Is that what we're doing? So I'm actually wearing Kelan Karan's a gift from him when he went on tour to Europe. He got this from Ireland. And so, when we speak our ancestors' names every day, as we light a candle, a cup of water, a plant, and we feed the plant water, and we say our ancestors' names and we honor them. They work for us. These souls are so divine and so powerful, and they give us power and authority.
So, sister, so there's a thing that's going on right now, you know, with our young youth, where they're saying that they're bad bitches and stuff like that. Can you speak to that?
Okay, so even still, that is the warrior goddess, the boss, Sekhmet. We are warrior, we are African queens. And so popular culture has lured us into a little bit of desecration, but at the end of the day, even twerking is an African fertility dance to the goddess and God. It's a form of honoring your ancestors and your gods, the dance that they do. So it's like even though they don't even know it, they're doing the stuff they've always done. Like even cornrows, that's ancient Africa, you know what I'm saying? Even the word nigga, Nagas is the king of kings, Nagus Nagas, king of kings. and then also the Nagas of India, which was the Dravidians. The Ethiopians migrated to India to create the culture there, or the Puntites, Nubia.
Well, I
And
was
so
asking you.
we are subtly doing the things that we've always done. So dance, guess what? Dance has kept us youthful. We reign supreme in music, whether it's positive or negative. We're still the stars and the gods that everybody else is following. We're still doing it. And so I know it looks bad, but that's just what is. And so in order for us to really shift it, we just have to put out more music or put out more information, and we need to build our own communities and towns and our own institutions, and we just need to do the work and teach them what do we think. It will be osmosis to some degree, but I mean we have to do the work in order to bring them up. And I feel like, especially with stellar people like ourselves, in our popular music and our books and our videos, and they're going to get the message and they're going to ascend, and I'm not going to judge them, because everybody in their own state of being is just a transition. It's a growth, it's a journey. Nobody is perfect. There is there's a succession and alignment of agreements of the soul. You have to go through so many lessons, and there's karma and a whole bunch of stuff. Everyone is righteous, everyone is perfect, everyone is the Christ, everyone is amazing, everyone, and they're just in their process right now. They're going to get there. Everybody's going to get there. We're going to be good.
No, that's why I brought you on, man, to like rock the show and soften up the edges a little bit to show a different side of the Bushmaster. Because, you know, we've been spitting the fire over here, but sometimes it's not really about that. It's about sometimes it's not about the sunball. Sometimes it's about the moon. Yeah.
Who that moon there? Hmm. So no, actually, Mut is the celestial skies. So the heavenly father was really originally the heavenly mother, which is Mut. She gave birth to Ra. Ra is this whole big god, right? Okay, well she gave birth to him. Okay, so the woman is not the moon, but she represents the sun and the moon. So the moon is Yamanya Sarasvati, right? Mut, and the sun is Hetaru Lakshmi Oshun. So we're both. And so to say that we are just moon and just reflecting the man's light, I mean, that's really why the world is topsy turvy. We need to get things back in order. And women need to start focusing on themselves and growing spiritually and focus on their own business and their own studies. We get lured into hypnosis. Oh, I love him so much. And oh, well, let's just sit here and watch this movie. Like, why can't we be productive? How about you be productive and I'll be productive? And we'll both be productive. We'll both be successful instead of the woman always being the slave in the household. You know what I'm saying? Free her up, give her a little space to grow and shine. Get on her square. Everybody should be on their square successful, period. Power couples, everybody. We all need to stop being lured into illusion and disillusion. And so these addictive things that we entertain ourselves with, like video games and TV, and even just the toxic food that even numbs our brain a little bit and our focus, and depletes us. You know what I'm saying? We just need to just sit on the grass, look at the sun, go to the beach, connect with the earth, love yourself, heal yourself. You're the best thing. You need to love yourself. But that's one thing I really want to start, maybe write a book about. You know what I'm saying? It's just the woman, because the woman is just like sitting around. Oh, he's not paying attention to me, not spending time with me. What is he doing? What do you mean? He's his universe. You're your universe. What you doing? And then everything is in alignment. Then he'll be trying to fight for your attention. But the God is busy right now. Yes, I. Them brilliant.
Yeah, man, hey, I might not agree with what you say and everything that you say, but I'm sure there's people out there that agree with you. And it's just a different perspective. And I'm not going to fight you on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
definitely
do.
patriarchy is alive and well. Truly, I know, I understand.
Say it again.
Patriarchy is alive and well. I understand the codes of the submissive woman, what have you, when she holds the power. We both hold the power. And that was written into the Bible to, reduce the woman's energy field. But before that, the original religion was the Curtis goddess cult. It was the goddess, woman was God, and then it all shifted to patriarchy and male gods. It's not Mary anymore. It's the the little baby boy that she had. It's like, okay, well, it really, we don't have to debate about religion or anything, but I'm just saying, but it just deals with the roles of male and female. And the Bible says you cannot speak out in church. It's like, it's putting women in servitude. And therefore, do they even have time to find themselves? Because they're cleaning the whole house, they're cooking, they're this, or they don't have time to find themselves. They better put your altar together, do your affirmations, drink some clean water, mountain spring water. Breathe, go out in nature, play, splash, travel, read, sing, dance. And that's what they're doing. So that's why it's just like the pinnacle is, so God really means he who is who he is, or she who is who she is. When you are so in tune with your true self, you already made it. That is enlightenment. That's all that it is. So it's not even something to be sought after because it's inside already. But yeah, but we have to just unveil, the different layers of consciousness and the programming, the mental programming. But yeah, but okay. Oh, I did want to say something, but I don't know if you want me to talk
Go
about
for it.
race at all. But
Well,
so okay,
this platform, to be honest with you, this platform is very racy, and actually it's very political, but definitely wanted to bring some a different vibration. Now, I like your energy, you know what I mean? And it's like a little butterfly. It's very playful and happy, and
you mean the
sometimes
ancient
that's necessary.
butterfly, the ancient butterfly. You
Yeah,
mean? Hmm.
absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely.
great.
So go ahead. What else did you want to say?
Oh
What
yeah.
else?
So basically, okay. So thank you, sweetie. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay. So basically, their superiority complex is really an inferiority complex. So why do you have to downcharge somebody? Okay, if you love yourself, you don't have room to hate anybody. You hate yourself. You want to be us. You're jealous. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. We had so many towns. I was speaking to the historian scholar Hunter Adams. He said, no, Lincoln did give us 40,000 acres, and within 1 year, we erected all of these towns. It was like a whole empire that rose within 1 year. They're just like, the president's like, what do you want? It's like, just give us land, just leave us alone. We don't like you. And they erected towns. And you hear the stories. The government bombed the towns. And so that is because, so what happened was they killed Lincoln. And then the vice president came in and he changed the law back. He's like, no, they can't have that land. So we got to bomb all of these towns like it never even existed and kill these people. Another massacre. Why are you killing those people? Why are you trying to steal these natural resources? How about fair trade? How about you just pay me for it? There's enough money. So why are you so greedy, stealing, robbing, killing
I was
the
talking to
ancient
a white man.
peoples? Because it's spiritual warfare in high and low places. It's not us. It's basically the lords of light and it's the reptilians. Okay, and everything is weaponized and everything is set. They're trying to rewrite our DNA. It's too ancient. You could try. You really think you have the technology to change the ancient of existence? It's hypocrisy. With this RNA, yeah, you could try, but anyways, so there's an agenda, and basically all we have to do is unify. We have the greatest people, the greatest minds, um, heads of militias, the Moors. They're the greatest tributaries and law professionals. We have all the pieces. We have the army, we have the land, we have the knowledge, we have the arts, we have the agriculturalists. We have everything we need. All you have to do is just do it. I'm going to put some great minds together and they can have a conversation and do the most immaculate court case to really get our land back and be good, because we shouldn't have to buy land that's already ours.
Well, the Aboriginal people from this land, they didn't really believe that you could own the land. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. How you own a living thing?
Right.
They were in tune with the earth. It wasn't something to be owned or possessed.
Right. So
They're the
Man,
caretakers of the earth.
did you think about the Olmecs?
Yeah, exactly. So they say the Olmecs are like the spiritual order of the Mayans, but I mean, we, the melanated race, we predate history. We predate the pale skin. You know what I'm saying? So we were everything. So, but some people say, oh yeah, they say the Olmecs and the Toltecs. I'm sorry, yeah, they say the Toltecs or the ancient order. The Olmecs, okay, so they created those huge sculptures of their heads to exemplify their features. It was found in South America, Mesoamerica, and basically they say that those were the seamen that traveled across the waters from West Africa, you know, and then settled here. So that's what they say that is. Yep. But
Yeah,
yeah, so it's so awesome.
like the elders, right? Like Dr. Ben and them, you know, Dr. Ivan von Sertima, you know, they always refer to like the Europeans as newcomers, right?
No comment.
Newcomers.
That's a good one. Thank you.
Yeah, but
Appreciate it.
where did they come from?
Okay, yeah. So
That's the question,
basically,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. No, it's no question. So they were grafted from the mixing of the melanated champion and the albino. And it was in a lab, it was spliced, and each descending lighter pigment was mixed with a albino and so on. And so it's a recessive gene.
Right,
I mean, and albino can't go in the light.
right. So
The newcomers, they can't be in the light. It's because they were in the caves in Europe, and that's
yeah,
where we created them. And you know, when they say history is only 6,000 years old, because they're talking about their history, we're ancient. And so the Garden of Eden is just like, sure, yeah, you were there because they said, oh, Adam and Eve left and then they went into a town, or what, Cain and Abel, they went to find wives. Where do these people come from? I thought these were the only two people. Like, what is happening here? So it's like,
right.
yeah, they had their history is very young. Ours is very ancient. And so
Yes.
what was the question again?
Oh,
What was the question again?
we just
Oh,
wrapped it
how
up.
were they created? There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically it was the reptilians, or the Anunnaki. There's so many stories, but basically it is actually true. Just to come to terms with the fact, it sounds so fanciful. It's just like, what are you even saying? To find out that it's absolutely true, like the reptilian bloodline, like all the heads of states are all, the blood is all the same. They're all related. Like it's just a demonic order. They all worship the devil. They're all doing some horrible, horrendous things to children, and they run the world. And so they want to kill off as many black people as possible because they have a quota to kill so many thousands of people. That's what wars are for. It's all divisive. It's strategic, divisive massacre, and they are being offered. Their energy is being offered
How does that
through, the reptilians, whatever.
how does that make you feel? You know, you seem to always keep your energy up, and you know what I'm saying, you don't let none of
Well,
that
since
bother
that is
you.
a truth, it doesn't bother me because we're speaking about history. And so when it comes to the Pleiadian order and the message and the bringers of the dawn, they're saying you have to unite. So the light is going to outshine the darkness. And so we can't be, okay, obviously we're going to hate them. Obviously, so many things, but those emotions are not very productive. You know what I'm saying? So, and since we know that this realm is an illusion, it's just a hyper positive, direct focus affirmation, cosmic consciousness, metaphysics, just projections. It's who cares? We're focusing on our shit. We're doing it. We got our land, we got our towns, we got our empire, we got our everything. We're in business, we're flourishing, we're amazing. What else is there? And then I'm just thinking that my music, though, definitely, whoever hears my music for sure is gonna reach enlightenment, love themselves, just the epiphany of pure love, and combust any type of darkness that could be in any crevice in the soul is gonna be obliterated. Everything we do, we're light beings on this earth, and we shine forth and diminish the darkness. Period.
Yeah. I feel positive like that too. You know what I mean? I just look at this thing like it's a simulation, and it, you know, we kind of like choose to get in the simulation. You know what I mean? And it's like there's no debt. You know what I mean? So like after this, we just wake up to be the guys that we were. Like wake up from this dream. You
That
know
we
how
are.
like when you're having a
We are
dream,
now.
when you're having a dream, you don't know it's a dream. But then when you wake up, you realize it's a dream. So, you know what I'm saying? This is a dream. And they touch on it on movies like what was that movie?
The Matrix.
Invocation. The Matrix was one of it, but that other movie where they was creating stuff in and
Right now.
I can't remember the name of it right now.
There were so many. There are hints everywhere.
But you remember the movie where they were spinning stuff to know which one was the reality and which one was a fake, which one was a dream.
No, I never saw that one.
Name is right on my lips.
Okay.
Yeah, man, but so that's what it is. So at least we agree on that like we got work to do in our community. So that's one.
Is that the only thing we agree upon? Oh
yeah. No, man. I kind of want to think that we agree.
Man, woman.
We agree. We in agreement, man, in building this new world.
Same.
You know what I mean? And taking part in this polar shift. You know what I mean? That's everything upside down now, and everything is backwards now, but everything is gonna turn around. So
it's already turned around. Like I said, it's two worlds. I mean, there's so many worlds.
Yeah.
People who already set it up, who already had their business, who already were starting to be in their purpose and their passion, they're flourishing.
Yeah.
And so that's what culture brought. Like if you were weird, you know, if you thought differently than Christianity, if you got into an organization, it's always empowering because you're highlighting your ancestors. And you start your business and you know you have to be independent. The only way you get ahead is to make your own money. You're getting peanuts working for somebody else. That's the modern day slavery. So it's liberating. It's liberating.
Absolutely. And speak about that ring you got on right there, man. That's pretty dope. That's hot fire right there. I like that. That's your creation?
Yes, I am.
Wow.
Including this third eye adornment, including these wings of Ma'at earrings as well.
Oh, really?
I have this. This is a beautiful piece of turquoise. Yeah. So anyways, my website.
Oh, that's beautiful. Where can we get that?
FantaCelah.com. That's my name, FantaCelah.com. And so the jewelry heals the mind, body, and spirit. We utilize natural metals, which are copper, bronze, sterling silver, 14 karat gold filled, and rose gold filled. And then we offer so many crystals, and we offer the option to write in a suggested crystal as well, but some are multiple choice. So you could, just kind of customize what you're ordering. What I'm wearing though is, I don't know how clear it is, but this one is amethyst for spiritual protection, heightening intuition, among so many things. Helps with depression, anxiety. What else? It's one of the most powerful stones. And so it's on copper, the copper base, and it has sterling silver on top. And so I found the magical equation, okay? So copper stabilizes silver. Silver patinas to black, but sterling silver has 25% copper in it, and that's why it patinas. So if you partner it with copper, the silver stays bright because it's stabilized by the copper. Isn't that powerful? That's otherwise you have to clean your silver jewelry. Anyways, I'm speaking jewelry, okay? That's turquoise and golden coral. And so yeah, that can be found on my website. It's also in red coral and turquoise. I know it looks kind of white right now, but it's turquoise. And yeah.
There might be some people that's watching that don't know about Mahat. So speak about that earring too, and it's really fly, I gotta tell you.
So it actually has my logo on the back. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. Yeah, so I get this. This is my design, which I casted. Well, I would cast them in the workshop, and I was like, oh my God, I have to outsource this. Okay. Anyway, so my aunt, she is the goddess of divine law and order, reciprocity, truth, righteousness, what have you, which is the riddle the original archetype of the angel. So if you know you love angels, right? Well, my aunt was the goddess with the wings. She's the original angel, and so yeah, we're always just purifying our consciousness and highlighting our greatest self. And so the jewelry on this level through the mind, body, and spirit.
That's what's up, man. And that third eye piece right there, man. That's
Yeah, yeah. That's quartz crystal in the center, amethyst, and then we have labradorite actually. And so this is bronze. Yeah, and so I actually clipped it on my legs. It also comes with a chain so you can hook it like on a braid or something. And I have different crowns in my website. I have bracelets. I have jewelry for men. Yeah, and yeah, there's a really great selection. There's something called the Goddess bracelet where the ring is attached to the bracelet. And there are probably about 20 different designs, and it's really infinite. You could even email me and say, let's custom make this. I do wedding jewelry. Oh my God, my comedic collars. So I do this collar crystal encrusted with scarabs and onyx from Cairo that I bought personally, or is sourced from Luxor. And so yeah, you just gotta see it. And then also my fine art is on there too. So I have some original artwork as well as my prints. And so those highlight the ebony excellence. So like what Billie Holiday, Bela Kuti, come on, Phil Coran. Who else? Oh my God, I do these amazing portrait collages. And so like there's one called The King's Freedom, Love, and Equality. So it's a picture of Martin Luther King with the most brilliant smile, and Coretta Scott King is kissing his cheek. And so I do the faces, the face portraits, and the clothing is adorned with a collage of their entire life. Most of them are in black and white. Some have some color. Like I've done Nas as well. There's like so many amazing paintings on my website. You can get the print, like Josephine Baker, Maya Angelou, Tori Morrison. And then some of the originals are available. And then I actually have some exhibitions up right now. So
yeah.
there's something called Anastasia Gallery in DC. And that is run by the Busy Bee woman. People know Busy Bee. She does this international shopping art extravaganza during the holidays at the end of the year. Anywho, but she's in DC. Then we have what is it called? Oh my God. Yeah, so we have a gallery. It's a niche gallery in Pilsen. And so we have a show. It was actually up for Ebony History Month, and so it's just continued. And so what I have there is I actually have an Olokun and Yamaya painting up right now, but it's just exemplifying our rich, righteous royal history in the gallery. And then also I work with Gallery Gershard. And then there's also a gallery in Tennessee by the name of Watercolors Gallery. They just opened up this a huge, most immaculate gallery ever. So they actually have some of my large Maya Angelou prints, which are G clay actual size 4 foot by 4 foot. And I'm saying a lot, but I'm really just in the spirit, and I just love talking with all of you guys. It's so much fun.
So good. So hold on there now. Like, oh, you're in the spirit now. You want to sing something?
Sure. Let's see.
Sing something.
Okay, so this is one of the songs that the Astral Symphony is going to put together, and it's going to take you over. Oh my God! So it's our production, our massive production that's in order. So just stay connected so you can get all the secret codes to the universe. Okay. It's your soul. It always knows. See it, be it, and grow. It's your soul. It always knows. Okay, anyways. Little something. Little something for the
It's your soul. Hey man, I like that, man. That's your shoot. Yeah, you're multi-talented.
Oh, I got a real one. I got you right now. Hang on.
All right.
Gotta breathe that deep breath, right? I'm traveling, yeah, sharing good feelings, exchanging smiles. I'm hearing the colors, seeing the scents, smelling the sights, tasting the sounds. Beauty cannot describe this haven in the sky, the epitome of bliss. Open your third eye. You make me want to be myself. You reside in my soul. Traveling together, you make me feel whole. Vibrations between time and space. The mountain of Abuigana is the place. The trees of the gods touch the heavens with their boughs. Cacao, nectar, neem, bamboo, moringa, crystal mounds. I'm traveling, yeah, sharing good feelings, exchanging smiles, and hearing the colors, seeing the scents, smelling the sights, tasting the sounds. Uh-oh, you take me there, back to a place where everything's all right. Traveling to the beginning of time. Yeah.
Oh my God. The goddess touchdown. Isis is in the building for the Push Master Radio. Hey, remember, say, Isis is the highest and the brightest star. You see?
Yes, I am.
And she's also the goddess of spiritual love. See?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, man. So bubble up again, bubble.
Hetaru Aya. Yeah, Isis is Hetaru Lakshmi Oshun. Yes, I am.
What? Who? What?
Blessed. Isis is actually so the real name. So the Greeks and Romans, if they even existed, I mean, there's all stories. My God. So they renamed the Netaru, which are they say the gods of Egypt is called the Netaru. So Isis is really Hetaru, and Hetaru, is the goddess of love, culture, the arts, etc., etc., the daughter of Ra. And so, but just digging deeper, even the sun was first a goddess, and they just switched things around, and it's totally okay. It's all good.
Yo, well, me I learn about that now too. I'm learning about that too. The mother God. You dig what I'm saying? Because they always talk about Father God. So now me I learn about the Mother God. And Newt.
So Newt is really Moot, but it's both, but it's the celestial skies. And just think, each woman has moons. She houses moons in her body. Each woman is the cosmic universe, the portal to humanity, the portal to the creator, portal of humanity.
Think about that. That's kind of deep,
And
her
earth, what? Her own body feeds the vessel. She is Mother Earth, bringing forth the divine essence.
Big up the woman them. Big up the woman them. Hey, me wouldn't want to live in a world without woman. You see me?
Exactly. Who's the creator now? We don't have to even think twice. Okay, it comes out of my body. Okay.
Jesus. Yeah, man. So that's good. We are bringing out that to the world. This information to the world on Easter Sunday about the Mother Goddess.
Yes, I am.
Yo, sing our next song to me again. All right, now me just feel like float way in a Fanta Celah land. You know what I mean?
Yes, I.
What else you got for me, man? This is your unplug. You know what I'm saying? Live unplug. You know what I'm saying? Only on the Bushmaster, man.
Beautiful goddess, talking about beautiful goddess. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know who you are. You are the beautiful goddess, beautiful goddess. Yeah, 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 yeah. There ain't nothing but universal light and love emanating from all beings. It is my position to show you who you really are and activate your true state of being. You reflecting the goddess throughout your day to day to day. Keep rolling, I say. Overstand your divinity. Share love and focus on your destiny. You heard
Bah,
it here
bah,
first.
bah, bah, bah. I gotta stop doing that little.
Y'all heard it here first.
So yo, which hey, just shout out some woman, some great woman that's you idolize or that you look up to or inspired you, on on
Okay.
on on Easter Sunday,
Mhm.
Esther
Yeah,
Sunday.
exactly. So I heal up Empress Menen, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what else. Of course, all the goddesses, my sisters, my champions, my ancient ancestors, Alice May Brooks, who was matriarch of my lineage, and Aho Matakiasen, which is I honor all of my ancestors. You just imagine how ancient our bloodline is. You saying Aho Matakiase, you are touching and honoring each and every ancestor. There's so much power in that. Um, yeah, I mean, I just celebrate women, So I'm a musician, so I hail the goddesses of song. And so Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, Lena Horne, Dinah Washington, Sarah Vaughan. We have Nina Simone, you know what I'm saying? As well as the gods of jazz, Miles Davis. I mean, you have so many. But when you're
Yeah,
talking about, oh yeah, yeah. So just all of them. I'm sorry, just all of them. Even
I
Cicely
mean, man,
Tyson. Cicely Tyson was a mystic woman.
Whitney Houston.
All of them. Yes, Whitney
Yeah,
Houston, Lauren Hill, Erica Badu,
yeah.
obviously. You know what I'm
Aretha
saying?
Franklin,
Angela
Anita
Davis,
Baker,
Sada Shakur,
Ashe,
all of
Ashe,
them.
Ashe, Ashe,
Every
Ashe,
single one
Ashe,
of them, we're all intrinsically aligned.
Ashe,
Always on our
Ashe,
time.
Ashe.
Every single
Hey,
one.
so say the goddess now, the goddess Esther, she come with our jewels. The Asian
No
said she
way.
travel with jewels. Dig. So
No way.
and digging deeper now, I find out that the jewels that she travel with is a chakra, the chakra system. So me like the fact that you always deal with like your chakras and your yoga and all these things. So I think that the more of the empress them should focus on your health also. You know what I mean? The health and exercising and all these things and things that you put inside of your goodie, you know?
Truly. Like yeah, just a healthy diet of positive thoughts. Just like believe in yourself, love yourself. I know it's hard to do. Any idiosyncrasy that you focus on that you think is less than adequate compared to the rest of the world. Let's say you think maybe you're not the most beautiful or the most, wise, or it's an illusion. You're the best. Just know you're the best. Heal yourself by forgiving, loving, releasing all the negative thoughts. Purify your consciousness with mantras. Okay. And the clean food definitely helps because your mental pathways will be pristine and aligned with your chakras. Okay. As well as your digestive system. So, what you can do is any heavy meal, just eat a prune after it. You know what I'm saying? Because really, a healthy digestive system means that you are um how do you say, you're going to the bathroom every time you eat, because that means your intestines are shifting. You're putting something in, something's coming out. And so a lot of us are just compacted. And so like fasting and drinking senna tea before the fast, and you know, eating your raw foods and watermelon before the fast, and just cleansing is so important. The systems of the body, this is the temple of the living God, and so you need to prepare it properly to house it. And so that comes through exercise. Even walking is exercise, dancing is exercise. Just get up and move, because if you are just sitting around watching TV, it's like you're a zombie. You need to activate your body. And so they do say that yoga is the key to the alignment with the higher self, because you're opening up all the energetic pathways and your flexibility and your reverence through the poses. So it's definitely a key. But there's so many keys. But at the end of the day, just know you are the key. You
You
are the
are the
answer.
key. You
You're
are
the
the
answer.
key, and the health is your wealth, and we want you around. So you don't know, say, let your food be your medicine, and your
Well, see,
medicine your
because
food.
really, we would be living very long. And so the food is weaponized to keep us downtrodden by the medical system, which is actually, they say that pharmacy, when you break down the etymology of it, it really just means sorcery. And so we see with these medications, there are more side effects than healing. Where's the healing? Are we here for healing? And that's not even a part of the equation. And so what you do is, if you're causing the illness, it's normally what you're eating that's causing it. And so you reverse what caused it. And that's how you heal yourself, through changing your eating lifestyle, eating fresh fruits and vegetables, preferably the ones you cultivate on your own land. Hello. But yeah, so organic fruits and vegetables if you can. If not, just eat life. And like, I feel like shopping at Mexican grocery stores, it's a lot cheaper, and also it's very wholesome. Maybe they just didn't have the money for the all the classification of organic. Who knows? But I just seem like they're the caretakers, of the earth. And yeah, shop at Mexican grocery stores. Yeah, and
Yeah,
yeah,
me
you'll
too,
save a
man.
lot of
I love the Mexican grocery stores, man. And yeah, man, I told man, yeah, I think I would add to that too, that you eat, make sure you're eating live food, food that has like enzymes that's still alive. Like that has to be like a part of your diet too, because we're live people, so we need
money.
live energy, you know what I'm saying, to sustain us. Stay away from the dead food, because we're living in a dead world. Everything dead, everything
So
fear. Yeah, go ahead, sister.
So like a good salad, so at a restaurant, a salad to them is like iceberg lettuce, which has no nutritional value. It's more of just like a foliage, and weak tomatoes. So basically, your green should be dark green, and then that is actually the calcium and the iron content, and as well as a slew of other vitamins. So the base would be either spinach or kale, or they have arugula, all those different things. Yeah, and then just cut up an onion. You could do tomatoes, broccoli, anything. Even if you just want to do spinach and onion, add a little bit of apple if you want. You could either spritz it with a little bit of lemon or lime juice and some salt, which is what I used to do. I used to not use oil with my salad. Now I'm addicted to this salad dressing from Whole Foods. It's this balsamic vinaigrette in the refrigerator section at Whole Foods. And so I was put onto it by my dear goddess sister, Eliasa Shabazz, which is Malcolm X's daughter.
Oh yeah.
And yes, so she is amazing. She's doing some righteous stuff. You should follow her on Instagram or Twitter,
Mhm.
because we're moving light years. They solve the mystery of her father's assassination. Everything, like the ball is rolling. We have the scholars. We have the masters of law. We can handle this. We got it.
Mhm. So I know you've been on here having fun and everything. I ain't trying to ruin your fun or none of that stuff. But I got a tough question for you, sister. I don't know how you gonna like this one right here. But what you how you think about like what Marcus Garvey says about like Africans for the Africans, Europe for the Europeans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
China for the Chinaman.
Well, segregation is in order. So we need to have our own land, our own sovereign land with our own armies to protect it, so we can live righteously and harmoniously with ourselves. is so much better. And so, yeah, we should just have our own stuff. And yeah, you guys don't have to worry about us. We don't have to worry about you. And so, but I'm not just saying, get out of our country or whatever, but that's what you would do to us. But we're benevolent. So I love all people. And so I wouldn't just say go back to your country, but I mean, if that's what's rightfully in order, I mean, we'll figure it out as that day comes.
Absolutely, man. I've never really gone to Africa before, but I kind of want to go there. They always say, why choose a country over a continent? You know what I mean? And it's just like, so Africa is so vast with like everything. I feel like the shortest person in the world is in Africa. The tallest person in the world is in Africa. The most lightest skinned person is in Africa. The blackest person is in Africa. You know what I mean? So like everything is there. You know what I mean? So, and I personally, I do believe that history, that like over 20 million of our people was like taken into captive into this war, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say they were slave. I would say they were enslaved, or even what some people would like to say are prisoners of war. And that would explain our oppression or situation, and why we can't have this joyful world of sharing. I talked to this white man one day, and I said the same thing you said earlier about fair trade. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, everything could be just cool if everybody just know that everybody wants the same thing, you know what I'm saying? And if I trade you, you trade me, and you ain't, you know what I'm saying? He was like, there's no such thing as fairness. And I wasn't surprised that he said that. You know what I mean? Because I already know where I'm at, and I already know what's going on.
Because they can't even conceptualize. It's above their pay grade.
Yeah.
The spiritual grade. Ooh, woo.
Yeah.
Okay, the right shall inherit the earth. That is for sure. So it is written.
Yeah. But I feel that shift though, man. I see that magic in person like you. That's why I wanted you on here, because I do see you as like a new earther. I stole that term from Oprah. You know what I'm saying? But it's just these people that's like,
we're raising the consciousness.
Yeah. The vibration, they're shifting it. You know what I'm saying? It's not the norm, or the so-called norm. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Yeah. And I got a lot of respect for you and what you represent. You feel me?
Yes, I am. Blessed. I mean, you say blessed. See, I don't even say blessed anymore. I got to say bliss, because bless has a less in it. Okay. Oh. And even black has lack in it. This whole language is weaponized. Okay. And so we just have to uplift our consciousness through our spoken word sound power of manifestation. So I say ebony, melanated, aboriginal, indigenous, autochthon. We can say, yeah, melanin, ebony, things a little bit more down to earth, I guess, would be nice for some people.
Absolutely, because if we're talking about the new earther, we got to come with a new language too, man.
New name, precious name, new name.
Hey, I know people are talking about, yo, I got to go there, man. Enough people are talking about born again, but they not really born again. People ain't really looking at them like, hey, different. You got a new name, you moving different. Raising the consciousness. You know what I'm saying? But you are looking like a Native American tonight. What's your tribe?
It's Seminole.
Oh,
but yeah. Even if you don't know the tribe, see, when you speak to somebody, there's like, oh yeah, my grandfather was full-blooded Cherokee, whatever. But even beyond that, just the ancient peoples, some of their ancient stories or oral tradition was lost. You know what I'm saying? The documentation, but our people were here. I was listening to a scholar from Brown University. They had a conference, and she was saying that when it came to the so-called slave trade, more people came from America to the islands than Africa to the Americas. So it was like billions of us, the natives or the indigenous of the Americas, were sent to the islands. So we're more related than we even know. It's just the big cover-up of all time.
Yeah.
They're saying the most rebellious, the warriors, you know what I'm saying? The
Well,
ones
well,
that would not have it.
well. What I do know about it is that yes, there were Africans here because there was like a big migration, like maybe like 100 maybe over 100,000 years ago. There's a big migration. A
Exactly.
lot of them ended up in Australia, and a lot of them ended up in South America and in the Americas, and therefore, and there's evidence of that. You
Mhm.
dig what I'm saying? And then I even know that some of the enslaved captives, some of the captives that were enslaved also came from Spain. To the people, the
The
same
Moors of
people that they were
Spain.
calling the
Oh wow.
Moors. You dig what I'm saying?
But the Moors were here, like we just showered the earth with blessings
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
And so
And,
we're
it,
gonna
and
be telling
it's
our stories.
I
Hmm.
find it funny how like it was after the Moors were conquered in Spain that this whole thing started because you seriously these people thought that the earth was flat. You know what I mean? And it was
Well, the
the
thing is, we pulled them up. We taught them how to bathe, how to eat good food, cultivate the earth. We brought them out the caves, and as a thank you,
that's what you get, huh?
destruction of the earth.
And
It's
I
like
think
never
we've
again.
never,
We cannot let them be ahead of us ever again. You know what I'm saying? It's like actually, well, it's destiny. So bye.
you know, that's a serious topic that you touch on, man. Shit, I kind of like because I feel like we aren't doing enough to make sure that never happen again. You know how the Jews are like, yo, this shit will never happen again. Like I think there's like we're still in the process of like healing, getting our mind right, figuring out what's going on because the game is so rigged and the system is so clever to the
We
point
have
where
we have everything we need. We just have to
mm,
organize it and put it together. Everything is aligned. People are waking
or
up. Even
organize, organize, organize.
like you see how Jay-Z and Meek Mills, getting people out of prison and they're organizing. Kanye West organizing. Ice Cube organizing. You know what I'm saying? We're the Goddess organization. We're
Well,
gonna do some.
look at this organization. Like, this is a king and a queen coming together here in Chicago. I'm in Sacramento. That's a link right there. That's an organization right there. And
Yes, I
where one or two are gathered, Jah is in the midst to bless that. You know what I mean?
truly I am.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. So I'm glad to come on still on the Easter here and bless up the people them, with your joy and your light. And hopefully you forward again the next time, you know what I mean, on the platform. Cause sometimes we be burning up over here. So sometimes we need to cool down, you know what I mean? To some sweet
That's all.
melody and some crystals and some jewels. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
we actually have royal vestments. Okay, I
Yeah.
can't believe I'm not wearing it. So we have Indian embroidered scarves, hoods, masks, the most regal. We have turban hats fit for kings and queens. And that is Mia Allah Fashion. And that's on Instagram. And we're launching a website. And then I also have FC Art Tees, which is tees like t-shirt, FC Art Tees. And so it's a third generation of artists, as well as myself. And I actually have some artists in India as well who are creating beautiful t-shirts, t-shirt designs. So and you can find that on Instagram. So it's FC Art Tees. And so, yeah, so we're just trying to adorn our royal lineage, immaculately. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, connect with me, Fanta Celah on all platforms. Music is dropping soon. Beautiful Goddess and Traveling. And I'll see you on the top, that's for sure.
All right. So what you say? I need you to say it on here that you're coming forward again. I'm putting you on the spot.
Well, the holy righteous empire prevails, and the word shall be told and heard. And so it is. On this platform,
I share, I share, I share. You see it? We bring in the goddess for Easter, for Empress Many's birthday. So you see the powers. So yo,
yes,
just
I.
subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. We're gonna keep it interesting this way. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes, I. Oh, yeah, you can go on
Empress,
YouTube
close
too.
us out. You close us out.
Yeah, so you can go on YouTube to hear some of my Bob Marley chants, jazz, vocals, whatever. Just love and light. You know what I'm saying? Breathe deeply and also breathe outside. Don't always wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? Don't wear your mask in your house, in your car. You know what I'm saying? Out in nature. If there's no people around, you need to breathe fresh air because that's the only time you can get it. You know, in your house, it's recycled air. In any building, it's recycled air. Okay. Get with a program, connect with nature, and yeah, just work toward having your own land, properties, business, and just prosper because that is your birthright. Yes, I.